Hey everyone, welcome back to another Untested Deck Tech with the Chrono Walkers. I'm Eric L, and I'm here to bring you a Tashir deck that I made to test out. These decks are, we've played a couple games of them, but they haven't proven themselves in any tournaments, so we just want to kind of give you that heads up. That being said, in the one game we played, it did feel like a pretty decent deck. So what is this deck? So I call this deck Tashir Hammertime because you can't touch this. You've got 8 diving jukes, 10 knockbacks, and 2 rope tornadoes as some of your key defensive cards. And these allow you to kind of dodge, duck dive, dip and dodge all over the place. Plus, you have some hardy soups to help you, heal up. So some key defensive cards, and then of course offensive cards. You have Bolt Shot and Ajna Tiger. These cards are obviously very strong. We've seen them a lot, Ajna Tiger especially now. I made this deck before the Germany circuit, so there you go. We knew Ajna Tiger was going to be good. That being said, good luck opening 14 boxes to be able to get your your Ajna Tigers from the recycling program. But anyway, how do we play this deck? So kind of like Idris or Adiris, with her unbounded damage every turn, exert fireball, exert fireball. You kind of want to do something like that. We've shown in our Tashir primer that Tashir has a crazy range with her awareness. And so you want to just be pinging your opponent every turn or pinging off or removing your opponent's summons every turn. She can perform very well as kind of a control archer in that sense, where you're constantly removing their summons for free just with your exert and wear them down out of resources, and then when they have nothing left, you can kind of finish them off. That being said, because you also have rope tornadoes, bolt shots, called shots, and just your heavy earth attack for 3, you can actually burn people out given the right opportunity. So one key thing to think about is like we have all these knockbacks, right? So what is the opponent going to do? They're going to try to go around you. So you want to think about that and position yourself properly to force them to try to come out your front. I know you have the 2 side awareness, and it's sometimes tempting to use those, but sometimes you just want to move one space away in the same column as your opponent or row and just shoot them there so they're forced to run at you. Because if you use the right or left side of your awareness, they can actually just run 2 steps down, rotate, and then they're hitting you from the side. So that's always something to keep in mind. Pay attention to your awareness and your positioning so that you can constantly knock people back if they get near you. And of course, because you need that range, you really do not want to get trapped in a wall. This is kind of is a similar point in this pay attention to your positioning kind of point I just made, but Tashir really needs to understand spacing, positioning, rotation, and stuff like that to not get pinned and to constantly attack your opponents. We do have a 100 chi forethoughts in here, included Aura Purge, which is very good. And then, of course, we have the Parry Pivot, as I like to call it. This is a pretty low summon deck. You might want to bring in parries in games 2 and 3 if your opponents take out their AoEs. Alright, but anyway, that's just kind of a quick rundown of Tashir Hammer Time. And just remember, don't get hit. And we'll see you in the next one.